Les Skymo here. The debut of my brand new show, Off the Cuff. My granddaughter here is going to do an interview, and I have no idea what she's going to ask. And so let's get started.
Okay.
What do you want to know about your grandpa?
Who is Les Skymo?
Who is Les Skymo? How do you answer a question like that? Born again Christian, I'm a good guy, very simple man, from a small town. I don't know, I'm just your average Joe, that likes to keep things simple and just smooth. I don't know. Can you be more specific? Okay. What's your next question?
What made you start doing YouTube?
It was Concrete Elvis, my first song that I wrote and copyrighted. And I can't remember how I first run across YouTube, but I can tell you, I wish it was something that was there when I was a kid. I like to cut up and act the fool and everything, and when I run across YouTube, I'm like, man, this is for me, but I can't remember how I found it. Probably somebody introduced me to it, showed me a video or something. So.
Can we talk about your family?
Sure.
Who is your wife?
Penny Charlton, maiden name Phillips.
How many kids do you have and what are their names?
Well, I've got 3 kids. There's Jeremy, Michael, Charlton, Rebecca Gay Charlton, my daughter, she's the oldest, and then Justin Lee Charlton, which is the baby.
And do you have any grandchildren? If so, what are their names?
Oh, crikey. Yeah, I've got, I think 7 grandchildren. I know I don't look like I'm a grandpa. Great-grandfather for that. There's you, and Madeline, Hope, and then there's Caleb, Michael, your brother. Okay, and then there's Tanner Lee, and Kendall Michelle, and Chelsea and Leslie, and then Chelsea's baby is Bella. Yeah. I don't know how I could forget that because it reminds me of an old movie that Marlon Brando was in, and called Stella. And there was a scene in the movie where it's raining, he's out in the rain, and he's in the city, and she's up on the balcony like on a fire escape. I can't remember exactly what's going on, but he's on his knees crying, Stella! So that kind of reminds me of Bella.
Number 4. What do you like doing better, hunting or fishing?
Well, man, that's tough one there. If I just absolutely couldn't do one, boy, that's tough. I don't know. I can't vision myself doing one without the other, but I know there's going to be a day coming where I might not can do either. Oh, let's see, Maddie. That's tough. That's a tough question. I would kind of like to say, well, if I can't fish, I'm not going to hunt. But that's kind of arrogant, and I don't want to be that way, come off that way. Probably, gosh, Maddie, I love them both. I don't know hunting. If I couldn't fish, I could live with hunting, just hunting.
Did you or do you have any family members in the war?
Oh yeah. I've had family members in the war ever since the Revolutionary War. I got a grandfather, John Charlton, was a New Jersey militiaman. Fought with Washington. He fought with George Washington at the Battle of Monmouth. I got another grandfather that was in the Revolutionary War, James Felix McGuire. He was an Indian fighter, helped settle Ohio. He was killed with Daniel Boone and with Daniel Boone's son. And James Felix and his son was both killed in that battle. So there was my grandfather, his son, and Daniel Boone's son was 3 out of many that died in the Battle of Blue Licks over in Kentucky. I've got 2 grandfathers that fought in the Civil War. One of them was Shadrach Stacy, and which he lived in he was a Southerner, but he fought for the North. And then Charles Charlton, which he fought, and him and his twin brother joined the war at the same time in the Civil War. And then my grandfather, my dad's dad, was a he was a post-World War I guy. He went in, I think, right after World War I. And so, yeah, a lot of...
Okay. How many deer heads do you have on your wall?
Oh, shoot. They're not all mine. Some of them are Uncle Justin's. 1, 2, 6 or 8.
What is your favorite quote?
My favorite quote. Wow, there's a bunch of them if I had them in front of me. My favorite quote. In what time period? I've got favorite quotes by Jesus, favorite quotes by, Patrick Henry, give me liberty or give me death during the Revolutionary War. Gosh, there's just so many of them. I don't think I have a favorite. If I did, it would have to be of Jesus, and famous quote by Jesus would be, come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden. He said, I will give you rest. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. And among many. So.
Who is your best friend?
That's probably myself. I'm probably my own best friend. And I love people. I like being around people. I hate to single out person as my best friend. There's people that I know that I would trust my life with, or that I'd trust anything I have with. Best is kind of that's a loaded term for me, a loaded word, because I really don't. Now this is just me. I'm not so sure there is a number 1 best. one of the best. Now I understand one of the best better than the best. You know, it's like a guitar player. You got a lot of young youth coming up playing all these rock and roll riffs, and they're really good. And I seen one on Facebook the other day as a girl, and she was fantastic. And the quote over top of it was the best, probably the best guitar player in the world. And I looked at that and I listened to her play, and I thought, she's really, really good. I would say that she's one of the best. You gotta be a little bit biased to single any one thing or any one person out as the best. You know, it's just like saying, man, my parents are the best. Now, I know there's a lot of other kids out there with really good parents, and you know, I couldn't have handpicked better parents. I know this is sound like a politician, don't I, trying to answer my question. But I just want to make myself clear that as good as my parents was, I just think they was some of the best parents, because I know there's a lot of really good parents out there. So if that makes any sense to you.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing to do in the day?
Favorite thing to do in the day? Does anybody want a cat? I got a free cat here. Favorite thing to do in the day? One of the favorite things I do in the day when I can is take a nap. Yeah, I like to nap. If I'm not hunting or fishing, yeah, I take a nap.
What's your favorite type of food?
Oh my God. Probably I got several, but one that's right up at the top, let's say lobster and barbecue ribs. So see, there we go back to the best. I can't single one out over the other.
How many fishing tournaments have you won?
Well, I really don't know. Altogether, me and your dad is probably, and he's won some on his own, 8, 10, 6, 8, 10, somewhere in there. You never keep track of that stuff. You just count the money.
Who is your fishing partner for tournament?
Jeremy Charlton. That would be your father. One of the best. In my opinion, he's one of the best I ever fished with. He's got a sixth sense, and I think he can almost hear him. You know, I mean, his concentration is impeccable. He's my son and everything, but I say that without any bias. You know, if he wasn't my son, I'd say the same thing about him. So he's just a great fisherman.
What's your favorite TV show?
There again. Favorite is kind of like the word best. They're quite similar. Oh shoot. I like all black and white, like the Turner Classic movies. I like black and white movies. Jimmy Stewart is one of my favorite actors. We're rolling out here. Oh, come on out. Keep it down. Jimmy Stewart is one of my favorite actors. There's so many of them. Charlton Heston. My favorite movies, is that what you asked?
Your favorite TV show?
TV show, I love Gunsmoke. Andy Griffith. The oldies. Now, as far as this new stuff goes, I don't care for none of them. You know, I go back to the Rifleman, Andy Griffin, shows like that back in the in the 60s, early 60s, late 50s.
So you like the black and white, not the color?
Yeah, I like the black and white. I haven't really run across more traffic. Make a hole, make a hole.
Yeah, let's take it in there.
And can we take it in there? If we go inside, they'll come in. Now we'll just finish it right here. This is cool. And the old black and whites, I really don't care much for today's stuff. You know, I really don't.
How old are your grandchildren?
Oh, come on. I know you're 14. Caleb's 10, 11. Let's see.
Tanner's almost 2.
Tanner's almost 2. And Kendall is almost 1. And let's take this inside. Okay, folks. Let's Skymo off the cuff. Just a short intervention. Everybody want to go outside, so we come inside. Okay, Matty Doo. What do you got for me? Next question.
Number 16. Do you have fun making YouTube videos?
I enjoy acting, fooling around, cutting up, having fun. Oh yeah, been a comedian, been a dummy, been a fool. You know, if you know, if somebody get a laugh out of it, oh yeah. You know, just to make somebody laugh, you never know who's inside really having a hard time, and you just never know. Just making somebody laugh, you never know how that might impact their life. That could change their whole day. That could change their whole week. You know, it could change their life for that matter. So
I know when I watch the videos, I laugh and it makes my day.
yeah.
And it's not just because you're my grandpa, but it just makes my day just knowing.
Yeah. Well, you know, and you always run the risk of taking criticism from people that you know for the most part. You know, oh, you're too old to be acting like that, or look at that fool, or something. You know. But that's, you know, you gotta take the bad with the good. All right, another interruption there. Now, what was you saying? Oh, you know, you run the risk of criticism, doing videos and acting a fool and stuff. But I don't do it for them. I don't do it for the ones that think they're too good to have a sense of humor, or too grown up, or, you know, or whatever, snotty, you know. I don't do it for the critics. I do it for the people that, you know, that just need a good laugh, just entertainment, whatever you want to call it, you know. So you're always going to have, you know, people like that, and I really don't care. Because you asked, the first question was, who was Skymo? You watch my videos, that's me. I enjoy life, I'm happy, you know, I'm a happy-go-lucky kind of guy, and I can be serious. If I have to be serious, if I have to get mean, I can, but I really don't like to. I'd rather be who you see in the videos. I'm happier with that, less Skymo.
What kind of car do you have?
I've got a 2006 Jeep Liberty, and I have a 1998 Chevy 1500 van.
Where do you live? Like what city?
I live in Carlisle, Ohio. Just across the river in Franklin is my hometown. I was born in Dayton, Ohio, raised in Franklin. Lived in Carlisle some as a kid. Went to school here for a while, which is right across the river, you know. So, and so both of them. Franklin's my hometown, but I really love Carlisle too. Carlisle's about, oh, I don't know, it's way, way smaller than Franklin, which Franklin's small city, small town. But Carlisle's even smaller, and it's just across the river, so, yeah.
When is your birthday?
My birthday is October 11th, 1956. Old guy talking to you.
What's your favorite football and baseball team?
Oh my goodness. Well, my favorite football team is the Cleveland Browns, bar none. When the Bengals go to the playoffs, I root for them. But I'm a diehard dog pound guy, Cleveland all the way. Baseball, you know, since your dad and your uncle quit playing baseball, I pretty much lost interest in it, you know. So when they graduated high school, I pretty much quit watching baseball altogether. But also there again, I was a Reds fan and a Cleveland Indians fan. I mean, you know, if they make either one of them make it to the World Series, I'll watch it off and on. But my thing is nowadays is just football. I want to see Cleveland Browns go to the Super Bowl before I die. That's a tall order, guys, but hey, you know.
And the last question I have, can we ride the four-wheelers?
Can you ride the four-wheelers? Well, not today because we have the other two little ones over here and got a lot of things going on. And but I'll put that on my list. I'll put that on my to-do list.
Okay.
And we'll do that someday here pretty soon.
Well, it was nice talking to you.
Well, nice talking to you. Ladies and gentlemen, my precious granddaughter, Madeline Hope.
Hey!
Hi. And she was my first off-the-cuff guest. Thanks, Maddie. That was a pretty good question, and I hope I enlightened you. You know, Grandpa's probably still a lot of mystery. And so, anything else before we say bye? I'll give you one crack.
Where's your favorite place to go?
Well, my favorite place to go, there again. One of my favorite places is Florida. I like Florida. Maybe one of these days be a snowbird. But I wouldn't leave here until January because of bow season. Because I primarily do my bow hunting in October, November, December. And muzzle load in January. After that, I could take off for a month or so, you know. Florida's nice. Never been to Hawaii, but I'm sure that'd be one of my favorite places. And one of my all-time favorite places is home. You know, and church. I love to go to church. Home and church. Florida. One day Hawaii. So, that it?
Yep.
Well, folks, there you go. And God bless you. We love you. And until the next time, we'll see you on Off the Cuff.